Yo, 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 what is up, everybody? Happy Monday! Welcome to Wickin It and Kickin It. Man, it feels good to be alive tonight. It has been a pretty relaxing weekend, and let me say that compared to the last couple weeks of being completely hectic and sleep deprived, it feels good to be rested. What's up, everybody? Hope all your weekends were freaking kick ass, and we're ready to rock out tonight. Hopefully, everybody's enjoying something tasty. Let me know what you guys are rocking with. Same old, same old. If you guys want to send me in some desk checks or hand checks, we'll do our best to throw them up on the screen later. We do it a pretty unorthodox way, but it gets the job done. Or you can just let me know in the chat what you guys are working with. Maybe there's a recipe you're working on. You can feel free to share those too. That's the reason why the majority of people have wrenches. If we have time, if you've been here, a couple, 2, 3 times and you don't have one, maybe we'll do a wrenching. Kind of just go with the flow here. You know what I mean? You guys are what make this show what it is. And I appreciate the hell out of you guys for it, man. Of course, we've got the cup of coffee and a couple vapes. Mm. Tonight's a little something different. I do have my sugar cookie in there, the Capella sugar cookie, but instead of vanilla, we're going caramel macchiato, which actually gave me an idea for a recipe earlier today. I haven't published it yet because I'm still kind of tweaking it, but a caramel coffee cookie dough ice cream. Sounds like it could be a pretty rad e-liquid, man. I don't know. And so yeah, I kind of drafted one of those up. Pretty happy with the stuff that we've been playing around with lately. Like last week, guys, we did that lemon meringue mix to play along with the ELR August mix along, and it's like this is all that's left of it. We managed to let it steep like a whole week, but like I busted into it after 4 days, started ripping on it, and it's almost gone. It's right here. That's public on ELR. If you guys want to take a look at it, maybe we'll look at it a little bit later. Pretty damn stellar freaking lemon meringue, if I don't say so myself. A little light on the crust, but that's kind of how I like it. Looking forward to seeing everybody else's monthly mixes if you guys are playing along. And like I said, if you got anything you feel like sharing, throw it up in chat. We got a couple new people here, a couple people I haven't seen in a little while. We got to say what's up. We got to see who is in the house. Dude, Patrick was the first one in here. It's been a while since Patrick's been the first one in here. He's got a pizza on the way. Yo, pizza sounds slamming right now. Marbled cookie brownie, bro. Schnoogans. Hell yeah, dude. That sounds awesome. He beat Dalton. He beat Dalton and Furferstrode, who are usually battling it out for first. Yo, Team Mayonnaise. See, he's just gonna say Team Mayonnaise because at least it's not Miracle Whip. I think he's catching on. Your squonk died. The grim. Oh, like it died. Yo, that sucks. And welcome to the punk rock vapor. Yo. Hope everyone is good. I'll try and stick around for the show. I don't know if you're still here, dude. I seen you commenting a few minutes ago. But everybody give a warm welcome to the punk rock vapor. And if you're not already subscribed to his channel, hop on over there and click all the things. He does a couple different streams during the week. I have yet to make it to one, but including the punk rock vapor and birdie show, which I believe is on Fridays, if I'm not mistaken. He's had Bogan on a couple times. He does coffee streams, build streams, all those types of things that we're always following different people around and participating in throughout the week. And I'm looking forward to catching one of these times when I freaking take my head out of my ass and remember. But good to see you, man, and welcome to Wickin It and Kicking It, man. Dalton just got his Clone Monarchy P22 vaping right after 2-ish years. Yeah, I've heard mixed reviews on that one, man. Corporate Jason, he says, oh, holy cheat, let's fucking go. Hell yeah, dude. Paul Cole, squonk that shizzle. Always, dude. I actually don't have any squonks running right now. I just broke down. We last week we wicked up the what's it called again? The Reload S Pro, all matchy on the Pulse V2, and I actually didn't keep it set up that long. And I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion, and I've given it a few different tries. I'm not as big on the Reload S Pro as everyone else is. I feel like the down and in and out airflow, the way that it's designed on it, I think it's like I think it's restricting it too much. Now I'm not saying that it's too smooth, but I think it's restricting it too much and it's missing out on potential flavor. I don't know. I mean, I thought flipping the coil and raising it a little bit did help, but like I can feel the airflow struggling to hit that coil. Um, so I broke it down for now. Jay Money in the house. I haven't seen Jay Money in a while. What's up, my dude? Welcome back, man. Good to see you. Um, uh, Paul Cole's psyched, not missing today's live. Yeah, bro. You usually pop in and say hello, but then I see you commenting replay crew later. And yet, J Money says he's alive. Um, uh, Together in the same stream, winning. Yes, dude. Gunny, wiki. Hell yeah, dude. I kind of like how that turned out. Just taking the and out and just doing wiki for a hashtag. Arnie is here, says yo yoy. Punk Rock Vapor saying hello to everybody. Neil Pitts in the house. Hello, everyone. Stolen Time. Yo, dude. Stolen Time. He's going to need a wrench soon when we do the wrenching. He's been here a couple, 2-3 times. LT. Wow. Look at this ragtag band of vapors assembled. Hugs all around. It really is. And it's growing week by week. Week by week. And I freaking, I'm so grateful for all the support, man. You guys come here every week and really make a guy feel loved. And the numbers just kind of steadily creep up every week. And the chat just freaking has been moving faster and faster. So if I start missing some comments, because I try my best because that's what keeps the conversation rolling. If I start missing a few, no offense, we're trying to keep up the best that we can. Brian Enoch is in the house. Says hello, everyone. Jeremy M. Yo. Kim C. says good Monday to everyone. Hit the like on the way in. Said hello. Hope everyone is doing good. Thank you, Kim C. It's always a pleasure. Just waiting for the star of the show. I'm here. Council of Vapors representing, Corporate Jason says. That's true. We got a bunch of them in the house. Paul Cole's saying what's up to his fellow vapors. Everyone's doing good today. Hell yeah, dude. Anybody? Oh, there's already all kinds of awesome people in here. Dude, you guys freaking are all freaking rad. And we even got phrasing in the house tonight, checking in. I know it's late for those of you over in the UK, so I appreciate you guys hopping on in. And I understand if you don't stick around long. It's getting late. But I appreciate you guys being here. Stormy saying what's up? What's up, dude? Dalton says what's up, dudes and dudettes. Stolen Time is on some grape sticks tonight, dude. Hope you're enjoying that grape sticks. That recipe was created in one afternoon. That's one of the few lucky ones where a longtime member and friend hit me up and was like, "Yo, do you think you could do like a Pixie Sticks version of Grape God?" And I said, "You know what? That sounds like an awesome idea." And I actually sat here for a few hours, just like gradually tweaking it until it tasted as close to spot on grape Pixie Sticks as I could, and just send him the bottle. And yeah, I don't know. It managed to get on the menu like pretty much right after he gave it high praise. Somebody that Dan is in Dan's ear. Ronnie is here. I don't know. He's usually driving home at this time, so I hope you make it home safe, my dude. Um, let's see. Hungry Hippos Evening Sugar Bear Coffee. Cheers. Yes. Cheers to the coffee, my coffee dude. That's my coffee buddy right there. Um, let's see. Lady Liberty is in the house saying hello, everybody. Hello. Hello, hello. Gunny says hi phrasing. Let's see. See, that's the hard part is trying to skip past just you guys talking back and forth. You know what I mean? Because it does slow things down. Uh, TJ is here. Much love to you, Steve-O. Much love to you right back, guys. TJ is another one. He's doing some the occasional videos on his YouTube. Little build and wicks. Give him a look. See. Um, Paul's eating a pepperoni roll right now. Yo, pepperoni roll sounds super good. He's still all right. Punk Rock Vapor is still here. Awesome. Two picks on Discord. Yeah, we'll get to them. I heard my Discord going doop 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 like several times. When we get caught up, we will take a look at them. A couple on Facebook as well. I don't want to forget. Oh yeah, dude, a lot of you guys sent stuff in. Hell yeah. I got to remember to start at Dalton, and then we'll work our way up. Mayonnaise is as close to a fart sauce as can legally be sold. I can hear that in Phrasing's voice. I can hear it in Phrasing's voice. Um, that's like one of his catchphrases at this point. Neil has got his Delta Squonk with his strawberry Twinkie milkshake and a Cabello. Ooh, very nice. Cabello on the Abyss side by side mode with the white chocolate blueberry truffle. Hell yeah, dude. That sounds so rad. I've never tried white chocolate with blueberry. I always go raspberry. You have inspired me, sir. You have inspired me. I think we did take a look at your recipe a couple weeks ago. Um, I'm gonna give that a try, especially with that new those new Wonder Flavors blueberry creams. I don't have them yet though. I gotta wait for the drop to come because the beta that I had for testing is different than what they were releasing. Let's see. LT saying hello to everyone. Arnie says fart sauce is good. I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Appreciate you, brother. Hell yeah, dude. No doubt. Uh, Paul made it to the Punk Rock Vapor Live Friday. Such a good time. Yeah, dude. Uh, it it's definitely my type of freaking show right there. I've caught a couple like bits and pieces of some of the replays. Yo, there's my man Duchess right there, hitting us with all the links. Appreciate the hell out of you, man, for holding it down in the chat. Duchess, he's got the links right there for the stuff that we got to kind of start not being as blatantly out loud about. But there you go, bomb ass liquids, and we got the Discord open. Um, and then we got information for the Lady Liberty as well. There is also um, the Mixtopolis, where you can find everybody in Mixtopolis. You can find me, JMW, you can find Duchess, you can find Mao, obviously, and you can find Tim and Cassie at Lady Liberty Liquids. And of course, mental health is hyper important. And if you're struggling, please know you're not alone. plenty of people here in chat you can reach out to. But if you need to, really need to, you can visit that link right there or dial 988 for assistance. But this community really does do a great job of supporting each other. So, and that on the flip side also, you know what I mean? Reach out to people, you know what I mean? Tell them you love them. You know what I'm saying? Or just reach out to somebody that maybe you haven't talked to in a while and ask them how they're doing, you know? You never know what somebody could be going through. And your message, your phone call, whatever, could make somebody's day, man. Uh, Punk Rock says, I'm so glad it's not just me that doesn't like the S Pro. Dude, see, I want to like it. I want to like it, but I just, every time I set it up, like I don't know. Like I'm almost like hate vaping it. I don't know how to, I don't know how to explain it, man. Can you feel the wonk? You can feel the wonk. I can feel the wonk deep in my soul when the wonk is wonky. Paul says I never got an S Pro, just didn't want that one. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people love it. I don't know. Sometimes it's a matter of maybe I'm running like too fat of a drip tip on it. Maybe it needs like you know, a lower mass build. You never know. To be fair, I have not tried a Duchess coil in it yet. So sometimes that does make the difference. Added wrap to my usual Amazon fused Claptons I put in my unholy. Oh, hell yeah, dude. J Money says he's still alive. Dude, I'm glad to see that, man. Glad to see that. Love you, brother. Lady says, Steve-O, I just sent you the pic on Messenger, but I'm on the gaudy nitrous on the Dilemma Quest with Neil Pitt's white chocolate blueberry truffle V2. Oh, sick. Hell yeah. And there is my man Dell, is actually here despite my phone being dead. Good to see you, Dell. Pick sent. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you, everybody. Dell just left work early, not doing well. Dude, I hope you feel better, man. Also, that does remind me, you know, Dell, I hope you feel better. But also, shout out to my man Mao. He's going through some stuff. I'm not going to specify, but Mao is taking a little break. Um, I don't know if from like socials and hanging out, but as far as like his liquid and coils, he is taking a little bit of a break. I'm sure he will announce when he's ready to rock again. Give just give the man his time. Show him some love. We will do real quick little shots and prayers for my buddy Mao, and we're also going to include Dell because he's not feeling well. But shots and prayers to my good friend Mao, man. We love you, man, and I hope all works out to the best that it can, and you're able to I don't know, you're able to relax, get in a good headspace, whatever you need to do to get back to wherever you want to be. It's up to you. Shots and prayers. Mao is the homie right there. He's one of those people, man. I mean, all of you look out for me, but Mao is just one of those top tier dudes in my corner for sure. Um, Furfur says if the power keeps up, then there will be fun things made tonight. Yes, hell yeah, dude. Looking forward to it. He's been playing around with some fun stuff there, that Furfur Strode. Duchess says we're not actually here for you, Steve. We just like talking to each other in the chat. Yeah. LOL, JK, love you, buddy. Hey, even if you guys are here for each other, I still appreciate you being here. I know, man. Niels, let's see. Lady Liberty, what do you think of the white chocolate brew? Oh, yeah. Tim asked me to let you know he'd be here in a minute. He is dealing with tings, stuff and tings. Okay, awesome. I don't know what it is about people that are vapors. I've never met so many awesome people in my life, says Paul. until I joined the vaping groups. Yeah, dude, such a special freaking community of people. Seriously. Seriously. I was actually talking to my ex, my son's mother, because like she's in long-term recovery as well, and she kind of got jaded by that very specific recovery community, kind of similarly to how I have. And for the first time, because she never really understood, like she's a vapor, but she's a casual vapor. She buys mods and tanks endlessly because she's always breaking them, but she's not like a collector or a hobbyist or involved in the community like we are. And she could just never really understand it. Um, and for the first time, like she was here visiting uh, on Thursday afternoon last week, and I we had a little discussion, and I think she finally gets it because I was like, that's where I found my support when I feel like that other recovery community just kind of let me down. Like, and I feel like she understood that. You know what I mean? For the first time ever, she understood. Doesn't mean she won't give me pushback in the future, but hey, it's progress. But you're 100% right. Jeremy M says, smash that like button. Heck yeah. Or gently caress it, whichever you prefer. No hand check for me tonight, says Dell, waiting for new phone. All right, sick. Punk Rock Vapor says, I need some Grape God. Yeah, you do, brother. Yo, I'm ready when you are. Ready when you are. We will talk. Hit me up. Neil Pitt says, I just started on it, but so far, so good. There's Tim. Hello, everyone. An advocate for liberty is in the house. Mixed up the strawberry cheesecake I'm vaping on, says Hungry Hippo. Um, dang you. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I just got distracted because I saw a Discord notification from Grim. Um, Strawberry cheesecake I'm vaping on, and a banana butterscotch custard I am about to put in a Kennedy. Yo, banana butterscotch, mwah, such a beautiful pairing. Cannot go wrong. Needs 2 weeks to steep, says Neil. He's talking about the blueberry truffle. Come together and gets better after time, I think that's supposed to say. Tim wants to know how is everyone tonight. Let him know how you're doing. I need to find somewhere that ships pepperoni rolls. Nowhere in Jawa has any good ones. Dang. Dell says Empire Squonk, Zoo 1 RTA, Anila V2 on the inside. Yes, the Anila. That is the chocolate meringue pie. Hell yeah, dude. Sounds good. I wish I had a Zoo 1. I wish I had a Zoo 1. For versus, I'm just over here using a no-name mech with an Asgard Mini, but it's pretty banging. A no-name mech, you give it a name. That's all. Let's see. Peter's here. Evening all. I had a bad day with my mother-in-law. Dude, mother-in-law passing today, and had to tune in for good vibes. Well, we've already done one, and we're gonna do another one because that's what we do around here. And of course, if anybody ever wants to shout out anybody in the chat, and you know, you want me to shout them out, but you can shout them out. But if there's anybody that you guys have in mind, this is how we do it here. We take a big rip off of whatever we're vaping, and we load these clouds up with positive vibes for the people that we love and send those out into the universe. Peter, to you and your family, uh, uh, shots and prayers, brother. Sorry to hear about your mother-in-law. Shots and prayers to you and your family. Same old, same old. For me, running multiple mechs, says Paul Cole, one regulated and one burrow. Condolences, Peter. Here, yeah, 100%. Don't reach out to me because I don't give a fuck about your problem, says Duchess. Yo, am I that far behind? Holy moly. That's a classic Duchess response, though. Yeah. Um, J Money says, just so people are aware, I have a heart surgery scheduled for next month. Had a mild heart attack last week, and they found a lump in my heart. J Money. Well, this is the third one, and we do J Money. Shots and prayers to you, brother. I hope they take care of you and you get well, sir. Shots and prayers to you. I hope you get healthy, brother. I hope you get healthy and they take good care of you. Damn, that's wow. Um, I barely ever run a single coil anyway, says Paul. Dual all day. See, I used to be like that until I got back into squonking, heavy into squonking. Grandma is home, but on the hospice, says Dell. Oh yeah, that's right. And uh, for Dell's grandma, we did one last week, but I'm glad to hear Grandma is home. Grandma needs some clouds too. Hell yeah. Lots of prayers going out in these clouds tonight. CJ, what's up, dude? Says yo yoy. Yo yoy, my dude. Fuck lady. um, let's see. Yeah, there everybody's prayers for Mao. Awesome, dudes. Thank you. Hope everyone is well, says CJ. I'm doing all right. There's Patrick. Patrick's still hanging around. Good to see you, dude. Uh, let's see. She's talking to Neil. Speaking of updates, Steve-O, I just finished that cinnamon brown sugar custard and no issues with the cinnamon. That's right. Speaking of, we did mix this up last week as well. The dirty horchata. Dude, that's so awesome. We got to swap Elder Dragons because I don't have enough mods on the table. But we mixed up the dirty horchata last week, and I am happy to say that this cinnamon is the star of the show on this mix, especially because we ran it at 2%, and the horchata smooth also has cinnamon and different like spice notes in it as well. And then we got a little coffee liqueur and espresso and some rum with honey in there. Um, this profile after a full week. Mm, so beautiful. So cinnamony, but you really get the complexity of the undertones of like the coffee liqueur, the little bit of like rum and honey presents itself like very subtly underneath. The espresso pairs nicely with it. It's got a touch of vanilla sugar in it. Mm. Both the mixes from last week turned out excellent. Excellent. And I am so glad that cinnamon does well for you, Cassie. It is a cinnamon. If you DIY and you've had trouble with cinnamons in the past, the new Wonder Flavor cinnamon is going to be game changing for you, in my opinion. I guess it depends on how sensitive you are to cinnamons. Lady Liberty is very sensitive and she's got no issues with it. That says a lot. Patrick entered to win the Oxford House t-shirt design contest. It's pretty cool. Looks like a 90s Screamo t-shirt. Hell yeah, dude. Good luck. Good luck to you, man. Uh, I'm glad to see you're making good use of your artwork and you entered that, man. Definitely takes some guts to enter a contest like that. Good luck to you, sir. Proud of you. Proud of you, Patrick. Let's see. Patrick says, "Love you, J Money. Jazz is good for all your ales." Yes, that's true. Stark says, yo, what's up? Good night, Freezing. Good night, sir. Get some rest. We will see you soon. Stephen L says, yo, 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 oh. Another Steve in the house. Hell yeah, dude. Dell says, J Money, my heart was enlarged after COVID. I've almost completely dropped caffeine and have been eating crazy healthy. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Everybody's saying goodnight to Phrasing. Lady says, I'm going to mix up more tomorrow night on our stream and try to push that cinnamon a bit and see how it goes. Yeah, I got it in 2%, at 2% in that horchata mix, and it's lovely. Yo, yo, ladies and gents, how we doing, says Stark, on this marvelous Monday. We are doing wonderful, sir. Good to see you. Good to see you. Am I going to get a little props for bringing horchata back into the vape lexicon? Yeah, dude. Props to you, sir. I just, we've had a horchata on like the in the know menu for a while. It's an acquired taste. Um, a few people love it and order it, and I don't know. It was just the first thing that came to mind when I was wanted to test out a new cinnamon. I was going through like cinnamon dessert recipes and cinnamon beverage recipes, and a dirty horchata came up, and I was like, "Yo, that sounds banging." Furfur says, "Oh snap, I forgot. Need to order some squonk bottles." Oh yeah, yeah. That's probably important if you're making squonks. Yeah, dude, horchata, excellent, dude. Excellent. Yeah, Jason, you did kind of start a little bit of a horchata renaissance, didn't you? I'm not big on chocolates anymore. Thanks, Tim. Yeah, but I love me a good key lime pie. Yo, I always down for a key lime pie. J Money says, "Help! I accidentally hid someone." I struggle with cinnamon, so sensitive to it. Yeah, this one is definitely. It's a lot. It's very smooth and it's present, but it's like authentic. I even get like a powdery texture on the exhale with this cinnamon. It's like you actually and when you add sweetener to it, it's like you licked your finger and dipped it into some cinnamon sugar and then, ate it off of your finger. A 100% tastes like that. Uh Try now. Phrasing for president. Not at my desk. Let's see. Paul says, "Be right back. Got to make a phone call. My AC just went out when it was just fixed." Dang, that's rough, dude. Yeah, it's been like in the 90s, mid 90s here. Which reminds me, I got my electric bill, dude. My even at the high, like the high mark of my electric bill is like 77 to $80 at the very most. I just got an electric bill for $152. I think it was. There's no way that's double. Dude, I gotta call them and be like, yo, that ain't right. Even with running the AC all month long and my son running his computer are probably the two most like, the two things in the house that you probably use the most amount of electricity. I did the same thing all July too. So why would it double all of a sudden? They must have estimated it. There's no way that that's right. The chocolate I have going on is hard to explain. It's not overpowering. The pie is like a 70-30 meringue chocolate pudding ratio. It's really good. It's really good. I know you had to switch it up though because of the dessert chocolate. Stark says I'm trying some Lady Liberty juice as well. Heard good things. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, they're excellent, excellent juices. Cluckin' Chowd, says CJ, with the fam. Heck yeah. Tim says, spoiler alert, the opening of mail tomorrow is very duct tape heavy. Oh joy, somebody has a sense of humor like ours. Yo, I look forward to seeing that. Furfur says, me making squonks? I would never. Yeah, I know. Stephen L says, it be that way some days. Hang in there, man. Yeah, hang in there. Uh, let's see. We're going to skip a little bit because you guys are talking back and forth. Uh, Patrick's making an emo recommendation, it looks like, the hippo. Fuck, I wish it was the mid 90s, just the decade, not the weather. Yo, the not yet. The 90s was rad. 90s was rad. Thought I already had yours. Let's see. $152. Damn, I'll trade you. We seldom dip under 300 most of the time close. Yeah, I mean, I used to live in a bigger house with roommates where it used to get up that high. Did they raise your electric rates? I don't know. I got to look into it. I got to look into it. I didn't like actually go through the whole thing. I just kind of opened it and saw the charge. Mine is 130 for a 3-bedroom, 2-story house. Yeah, this is an apartment, dude. There's no way. You know what I mean? Hey, Metal Dad, what's up, dude? Uh, okay, actually, letting the chocolate mousse steep, it's pretty effing good. Hell yeah. CJ says, Steve-O, I need to order some juice from you as soon as I can, dude. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Whenever you're ready, I don't know if you are in any of the discords. You can find, well, actually, pay attention to the chat. Duchess drops the link in here, and if you click that link, even if you're not ready now, there's an option to where you can download it as an app, or you can just save it to your home screen, like on your mobile, and then you have access to it whenever you're ready. But if you have any questions, you can reach out to me on Facebook or on Discord in PMs. Uh, let's see. Missed the show last night. I was in some town in North Carolina shooting some pre-wedding footage. Yo, that wedding season I hope has been treating you good, Hippo. Metal Dad says I'm still waiting for my Lady Liberty juice. Yeah. Electric rates are going up, so that might be it. Yeah, but not that much. Not that much. I wouldn't think. Gotta work when you gotta work, but at least you are capturing memories for people. Hell yeah, dude. I did jump in that waffle though, Steve. Oh, that's right. Yo, Steve O, brother. Yo, KJ, what's up? Long time no see. Uh, good to see you again. Hell yeah. That does. Thank you for reminding me that the JMW Raffle Rumble is live. I don't have the infographic handy right now, but I will share it on Thursday because we are doing a Thursday Wickin It and Kicking It this week as well because there's no vlog. But if you're in the group or some of those discords that we frequent, the information is there. Um, Shout out and a big thank you to Grim Green because he donated the first prize. This month, and I really appreciate that. First prize is signed by Grim Green. It is a Toot Life Hexome V3, straight out of his personal collection, because I do not think there is another red Toot Life Hexome out there. Uh, the Grim Army ones were all like green and black. This one is red with a black panel on it, and I also has like a DHD sticker on it. But straight from his personal collection, he donated it. First prize is the Hexome V3. Of course, there's always other goodies included in the prize packages, as well as second prize is a choice between the Bonza Pro RTA or the Alexa 6 RBA and some other goodies. So that that is up and running until September 7th. We will be going live and drawing winners. The more tickets that are purchased, the more opportunity there is for more prizes, more prize packages to be done. It all depends on you guys and how much everybody plays. Did you see the British government are trying to tax flavorings and PG and VG? That will affect DIY mixers. No way. I did not see that. We'll have to look into that. Maybe I'll have to look into that. Dang. Mike DeBreeze, I finally got a chance to jump on. How is everyone, Mike? We're doing well. Yo, Mike, I did see your message. I apologize I didn't have a chance to message you back. Um, I'm really glad to hear that the stream has been something positive for you, brother. Even when you're only able to hop in for a minute and say what's up, it's always good to see you, man. And I hope things start to look up for you. Uh, we're gonna do a shots and prayers for my man Mike DeVries as well while he is here. Shots and prayers to you, brother. You're a hard worker, and I know you just want to do what's right by your family, and things just always don't go the way that we plan. And I hope things look up for you. Shots and prayers to you, man. And of course, as you can see, still in rotation, we've got that RDA for vaping V1 combo, two hole crew on that Kennedy Vindicator with those Wraith coils from my man Duchess still rocking it. Vicky Mo says, yo, yo, you beautiful people. Still, still chugging away on that Samoa cheesecake. This is my second 60 mil in as many weeks. And the only other thing besides those tester setups that's still been steadily in rotation is that Diplomat RTA finally got it wicking right, uh, and crackling pretty nice. Got that pendulum coils cherry bomb on the inside. Uh, I would say fully loaded, but it's about empty. But it's got the oh my god, it's blueberry in there. And we got to see what you guys are rocking with because you guys have all sent in a bunch of hand checks and desk checks. So I guess I'm heading into my desk now, feeling like mixing. Heck yeah. Tim says, I'm so happy that Nick liked the Mango Sublime, Steve-O. Do nerves hit you every time people try your liquids for the first time? I'm new to craving validation, but rather used to only my picky self-test. Yeah, they do. They do. And then, especially when like you're voting and the fact that Mango went up against, oh my God, it's blueberry. Never really care to see our liquids go up against each other to be voted for in the poll, but it's all in good fun. And personally, I wanted Mango to win because I know you guys have been waiting for Nick to taste that one. I even spent a couple thousand Voop points on the Mango Sublime because I know, oh my God, it's blueberry. He'll come back next time, you know? But I do also want to thank the people that did vote for Oh My God, It's Blueberry. I do appreciate the JMW love. The right one did win on Thursday, though, and I'm glad he liked it. It's always something. Good thing my AC is under warranty. Hell yeah, dude. KJ says, holy crackle. Yeah, at times, that crackle sometimes will get oversaturated and drowned out. But it's been crackling pretty nice and wicking beautifully. Mike says, man, I can't wait to put an order in. I miss my Grapple Fusion. That's right, dude. Grapple Fusion was Mike's favorite. He had a couple favorites though. I know he liked the They're Great. Steve, I ordered the dwarf. Oh, you ordered a dwarf? Hell yeah, dude. I can't wait to see how you like it. Jeremy M says the Diplomat is a sick RTA from what I understand. I want to try the new RTA by Ambition Mods. Yeah. They have some similar design elements. I'm still rocking the black and white hex and OG recoil, dripping horror flicks. How you liking the horror flicks, man? That one is an acquired taste, and I personally don't get along with pumpkins myself. That one, I know, especially in the fall time when Halloween time and Thanksgiving time hit, people order that and do enjoy it. Metal Dad's running the Republican bypass, his favorite. Oh, hell yeah. Holy cow, that's crazy crackle. Yeah. I felt bad about going against JMW. Yeah, don't feel bad though. Jeremy M says pendulum coil cherry bombs. If anyone wants some crackle coils, I can tell you where to get them. Hell yeah, dude. Stephen L, thank you for that. Oh, VIP. Yeah, that's right, Mike. VIP was always a go-to as well. We do gotta get your desk checks and everything in. Dalton, as a matter of fact, was the first one in. Speaking of crackle, hey, there's an order. There's an order coming in. Hell yeah. A little bit of crackle from Dalton. Let's see if we can get this to focus better for us here. Here, boom, there we go. A little single coil MTL crackle. He also sent in his unholy recoil. This is the problem, that it wants to do that. The unholy recoil on the Ascent, he's still rocking that bad boy. And a picture of his build, even. Dude, that is super clean, dude. Super clean. Hell yeah. And that's on the P22. The single coil on the P22. Hell yeah, Dalton. That's what's up, man. Next, we got Hungry Hippo. Dude, Hungry Hippo and his freaking cleaning regimen. Dude, that is so super satisfying to see all those freaking parts just lined up, all nice and pretty and drying. He is rocking, looks like the Blaze Max. The Blaze Max on, what is that? I forget what it's called. It's an XX Mini of some type. The Blue Blaze Max. Hell yeah. Looks like he's running in voltage mode. Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for sending that in. Got my man Brian Enoch coming in with a desk check. Oh, there we go. Couple of mechs. It's got a recoil on the drag. He's got the RTA for vaping V2 on the Dreamer. I can't remember what that other one is, but that is on a Bastard, a Unicorn Bastard, I believe. Looks like that's what that is. Hell yeah, dude. The Punk Rock Vapor. Punk Rock Vapor. Oh, yo, that is a sick, colorful desk check right there. Let's see if we can get closer in on there. Dude, all the black and pink, and then that with that white hexome thrown in too, and then the black and stainless setups, yo, those are so sick. Look at that. And he's got some bottled violence on deck. I'm not going to go through and name all those, but yo, that is a sick desk check. And I love the color scheme. All the black and pink and the white and the stainless. Dude, that is a rad freaking desk check. Thank you for that, man. Jeremy M. He's got the sturdy one. And I'm not 100% sure what that burrow is, but what that burrow device is, but it's a I don't. What's the name of the company? Sheesh, why can't I think of it? I know what it is, but I can't think of it right now. Tech Division. That's it. Tech Division burrow device, and then looks like the tripod. Oh, tripod V2 on another Tech Division side by side. Dude, I need some more side by sides in my life, or at least some single 21700 mods for some of these RTAs. I did order a mix though. I ordered a mix. Phrasing's helping me. Yeah, Tech Division, helping me get a mix. And then we got Gunny Man. I can't quite tell what the RTA is. I think it's a Voltrove of some sort that keeps on wanting to do that on me. I think that looks like a 30 millimeter Voltrove, and that's on that new Sphinx, that Ultroner Sphinx, that sexy purple stabwood. Yo, I love purple stabwood. Looks freaking awesome. And he's got another Voltrove on a side by side there. I think that's a mech side by side. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Altroner Sphinx on the left. Voorhees side by side. All right, sick. Yes, thank you. And then we got to get to everybody on Facebook. There is Cassie. She's got the gaudy nitrous, the sparkly nitrous on the Dilemma Quest. All pretty in pink. White chocolate, blueberry truffle. Hell yeah. And then let's see. Last but not least, a Mr. Timothy. Timothy, of course. I think this might be from last week. All of his mech setups from last week. But the new one that he just sent in, and I love this. I love this pairing. We've got the Twisted Messes squared on the clutch. Put it on a clutch. That is my favorite Twisted Messes right there. And yeah, thank you guys for sending all those in. I'm sure I am missing out on a lot of comments. Let's see. Not too many. Tim, oh yeah, Tim, that's right. Tim's got a Hex Angel, an orange Hex Angel on the way. We'll be here Wednesday. Stormy says it could be better. I can taste the VG over other flavors. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, it's a lighter profile. That's one of Dan's recipes. Paul says I do the same thing every week. I just don't have an ultrasonic cleaner yet, so I got to do it by hand. Hell yeah, brother. Yeah, dude. Seam tingle RDL crackle, not MTL. Okay, yeah, I realized that afterwards. RDL crackle. MTL in it was burning my cotton. Oh, okay. Tech Division Brotech V2 says Jeremy M. That's right. Okay, sick. Hippo says I bought the Yeehee line for single battery mods. Got a Centaurus M100 as well. Hell yeah, dude. Still rocking those plus this. Okay. Is there a JMW code? There is. If you had never ordered before, there JMW new. JMW new. And then there's also a special yo-yo code if you are in the yo-yo. You got to find that in the discounts and coupon channel on the yo-yo Discord though, because that is for yo-yo's. But if you have never ordered JMW before, JMW new for all first time orders, it's 20% off. Should be a AFL code, right? Right? Yeah. Yes, you're welcome. So I left you a comment on your recipe and adapted it. Hell yeah. Guys, we are all caught up. We've done desk checks. We've done hand checks, my own little buffet, and we've talked a lot in this first hour. It is time to get this set up. I don't know if all of you, I'm going to have to scoot off the bed is calling 1 a.m. over here. Catch up on the replay. Punk Rock Vapor. So glad you were able to make it, my man, and welcome, welcome. I look forward to catching one of your streams this week. I'm going to make it a point to try and get to one. It's a pleasure having you here, sir. Hope you get a good night's rest. We'll pop in on Thursday as well. See you then. Yes. Yes. Awesome. I know not all of you have seen the unboxing video. It's so satisfying how after all these years, JMW still puts the JMW family first. I try my best, man. I really, really do. The community is without you guys, you know what I mean? We wouldn't be where we're at today. So, and you guys deserve it. You guys deserve all the love. You guys deserve the best that we can offer as far as tastiness and service. You know what I mean? I'm excited to get this one rocking, and I wasn't 100% sure what I wanted to put on this mod. But we did the unboxing yesterday. Obviously, I'm going to show this off, and we'll take a look around it up close again for a minute. I've got a number of different RDAs, a few different broken addies. I thought maybe um, the Flav 22 would have looked sick on it. I was thinking about like doing an all murdered out setup. Um, um, and then I had a couple other ideas, and then it occurred to me I still have. Oh, I don't have it out. I still have one of these guys, not built. I've got two others. One is on my Skivo, and the other one is on my Box Mod Mafia mod. But I still have one of these guys, one of these Haku Vena clones. I picked up like three of them because they were only like $8 a piece. And as much as I would like an authentic Vena, believe me, I do. There's not as many people giving up their authentic Venas these days. At least not without like a slew of like titanium caps and accessories all in one big bundle. Somebody did offer me authentic Vena with 3 titanium caps all together in one lot. But those titanium caps alone really bring up the cost of that. You know what I mean? But listen, they vape great. Um, and you know, having a few of these on hand has really made the difference in having all these different squonks that need to have RDAs on top of them. Yes, I can swap RDAs around on different things, you know, but I like to put setups together and then display them on the shelf, like this guy right here. You know what I mean? That looks so super sick. Could I display the mod without an RDA on top of it and then put the RDAs on a stand? Sure. But I'd rather display all my setups together, all matchy matchy, on the shelf, you know? And we have one Vena that is not currently built. And I'll decide later whether we're going to go stainless steel or black cap. Um, you know what I mean? Um, but for right now, we got to get it built. And I had a couple coil ideas in mind. I already have a Vena that has one of Duchess's triple 28 2.5 millimeter coils in it, and then I have another one of them that has an NI90 firecracker in them. They both perform beautifully. Especially the NI90 firecracker, even at a 0.28, really did wonders for getting better battery life. On the DNA 60, even though it's a single 18650 regulated. The Duchess that I have it in this Vena on the rat, I was getting hella crackle out of that. And I'm torn between which of those two that I want to put in this Vena. And then I also have some of Mao's Screamers. And I have not tried a Screamer yet in a Vena. I would have to take like a wrap off, probably. Maybe take a half a wrap off, or even was thinking of taking a full wrap and a half. But I thought, what if we pulled up the wiki wheel, put all 3 of those builds on the wiki wheel, and let fate decide which of those 3 builds we put in this Vena? They're all going to perform great on a mech. What do you guys think? Let me know while we take a look at this Squonk mod, whether or not you think we should let the wheel decide. Let's see. I have 4 of the Vena clones, and I'm not upset with them at all. There is no fate, but what we make, yeah. I'm really tempted to go NI90 Firecracker, because to be honest, that was the whole reason I bought the NI90 Firecrackers reverse wrapped, was for those Vena clones. but all of those builds are wrapped in the same direction. Uh, the wheel, says LT. Okay, we got one vote for the wheel. We've got one vote for Tim to shut up. This is just the box. This is just the box that the Mason M comes in. Let's bring this down. We did already do a reveal yesterday, but here she is. Why not take another quick look around it? Bam, bam, bam. I love, and just the boxes alone are awesome to be able to display on the shelf. But there she is. I have been waiting for this one. This is basically because it took so long to come. I can't say it, but you can, Steve. Terminator 2 or T2 if you rather. Let the wheel decide the greatness. Okay, awesome. We can do that. There we go. So this was basically my 6-year sober anniversary gift to myself slash a birthday present to myself, I guess, because it took so long to be ready. The snakeskin engraved Mason M. This guy is tiny. Wait until you see. Like the Elder Dragon looked freaking humongous on this thing. So there is the Mason M. We're definitely going to put a Vena on here. I almost considered running the Aora RTA because the Aora RTA is so tiny. It's only a 22 millimeter, the GKI Aora. But I want to do a build tonight, 2 if possible, because I possibly want to get that Stalk RTA built as well. So you guys said let the wheel decide. Let's see. I love that texture. Yeah, Tim, I'm gonna kick your ass. Yeah, everybody's saying wheel, 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 wheel. All right, awesome. Let's pull it up. I already got it pulled up in the background here. Let's see, wheel, share. The wiki wheel. Here we go. Let's make it a little bit larger. I wish I could get this damn ad out of here. Normally there's a thing that, oh, there we go, close ads. Boom. So here is the wiki wheel. And now what you'll be able to see is the wheel. Steve, is that the Mason early Christmas present for me? Yeah. What you'll see is that I put each of the builds on here twice, because otherwise it was just going to be 3 big chunks. And when it starts to slow down, it's not going to be as much of leaving it up to chance. So we've got the 3 millimeter Screamer, NI90 Firecracker, and the Duchess 2.5 millimeter 28s. They're each on there twice to kind of split things up a little bit. I was thinking we could just leave it like that, or what we'll do is we can shuffle several times and then hit the button. The wheel. All hail the wiki wheel. What do you think? Do we hit shuffle a bunch of times or do we just spin it? Everything is evenly spaced. And what we do is we just hit that and it'll spin for 30 seconds. First couple people to say shuffle or no shuffle is what we're going to go with. I'm down to do the last bit of JMW I had in the house. Definitely about time to order more. Heck yeah. First couple people say shuffle or no shuffle. I'm going to take a little rip off of this guy here. A bunch of times and then hit the wheel. Boom. There we go. Oh, oh. Looks like we're going NI90 Firecracker because those two ended up right next to each other. NI90 Firecracker it is. There's no way it's yeah! Woo! Wiki Wheel. You can never go wrong with the Wiki Wheel. NI90 Firecracker it is. I am definitely going to have to add another set of those to my next pendulum order. There we go. Yeah, so, and then if we can get to the Stalk RTA tonight, where I definitely already know what coil I'm putting in that bad boy. We're putting a Duchess coil in that sucker for sure. That's what I wanted. Yeah. Huma chaka, Uma chaka. Yeah. Yeah. So here we go. There's the guy right there. Bum bum bum. No, I hit the wrong button again. No, 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 no. Get out of here. Don't switch. Get out of here. I knew that was going to happen. Come on. Come on. There we go. I accidentally hit the Discord. You see what happens? I don't know if the video went out on you guys. But the Discord shortcut is right next to my control panel shortcut. There we go. Firecrackers, 2.5 millimeter, 5.5 wrap, 0.2 ohms, all NI90. We need to use this mod. I am short mods, man. I need more mods. And I was feeling like a nice guy when my son's mother, my ex, stopped by last week. Her mod was broken, so I gave her one of my Vapresso gens. So she had something to run her tank on. So I'm down a mod. She's supposed to bring it back, but rigged. Yeah. She's supposed to bring it back, but she doesn't have the best luck of not breaking mods. So hopefully I see it again. I need to get like another DNA. Like I was thinking about snagging a DNA 75C, which could be something else that would be good to build on. Hell yeah, you do. Everybody needs more mods. Woo, yeah, yeah. What I need is one of these guys because this is a short guy. I think. Hold on. Is that gonna fit? That's not the right size. There we go. I'm sure I've got a bit for this somewhere, but I don't want to dig through the bits right now. I might have to, because this guy is kind of a pain in the butt. Let me see what I've got in this bit kit here. Hold on. Because this is going to be so much easier. See, that doesn't feel like it's fitting in there. Hold on. It's like one size too large. And that's the smallest bit in this kit. Yeah. Darn it. All right. We're just going to have to use this guy. We'll manage. I pushed the cinnamon up to 2%. Wish me luck. Good luck. Tim says, I want one of the build stands like Nick has, the Star Wars theme stand. Yeah, I do want something, but as far as like kind of like that, but as far as like building, I would need like a better camera angle. Or I would have to put that stand up on a block or something because it would be further away from the camera. All right. Where is our guy here? Let me get this out. Now, if this was a Duchess coil, this is how Duchess wraps regularly. But if you want something wrapped in this direction from Jared, you have to ask for the reverse wrap from Jared. Let's see. This side has to, I might have to pre-snip this side a little bit. Oh, there we go. Let's pre-snip that side a tad because it's got to go through the hole on this side and then around. There we go. Come on, you can do it. All right. All right. There we go. Let's see how well we can do this. There we go. Want to kind of hold that lead in place so it doesn't skirt out. And then this one's already kind of held in place here. Bam. And then we want to push down. Down as far as we can go with this. Bam. If I can push it down even further, I will. Perfect. You could probably get away with pushing it down a little bit more. What I want to do is actually push it this way a tad so it's more centered over that squonk pin. Bam, there we go. Let's see how we're looking here. Death Star build stand. Yo, that would be sick, right? There we go. Nice and centered. Perfectly even with that little guy there. That's pretty much sitting exactly where the other NI90 firecracker is in the other Vena. So easy peasy build guy. If you want to push this further down, you can, but you would have to actually, there we go. You would have to put something like over top of it, kind like something like this, and press down from on top. But then you run the risk of your coil going wonky one way or the other. I'm just going to make sure that this is going to stay. There we go. Perfect. Fire! May the Schwartz be with you. A Spaceballs yogurt build stand? Yeah. Somebody needs to name a yogurt e-liquid, even with strawberries. Let's make sure that this is nice and tight. Looks like we're good. Yogurt. I hate yogurt. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up and try to get as close into there as I can and stick him out. And this guy is really, really short because we pre-clipped it. Stick him out. There we go. Let's see. I might be able to get this one a little closer. Stick him out. There we go. Yes. Much nicer. It needs the force, you say? Yeah. I have a Hakubena clone. It's rad. Yeah, they do wonders for what they are. And they're pretty much 1-to-1. Now we just need to get some heat to this guy. We got to go to bed single. No, not bed dual, bed single. Yes, 0.166 pre-fire. And I'm going to bring this guy all the way down to 10 watts. All the way down to 10 watts. You called? I did, sir. I did. We had to snip some leads. What I do with... There it is. 10 watts. Just getting it started. We're not trying to make it glow super hot or anything. We just kind of want to get it started to kind of turn a little bit of that goldish color. Then we'll raise our watts to about 12 and a half. Start giving it a light strumming. Hit it from the inside. Let's go up to 15. Did I go off camera? I'm sorry. I'm going to have to give that the old tug from that center wrap in there. We're going to give it a tug. There's a hot spot on the inside on the bottom. There we go. We're going to have to kind of pull the wraps away from each other. And then once that hot spot goes away, we can give it a pinch again. Beautiful. Beautiful. Go up to about 18 watts. 20 watts. And we can go a little higher, 22. Perfect. Spider pig, spider pig. Jeremy says, I'm so happy to hear people talk about clones without flipping out. I use clones, but don't like mentioning to people because they usually freak out. Yeah, listen, man. As much as I would love an authentic Vena, I was able to get 3 Vena clones for under $30. And I have the decks. And I mean, I will support like other modders, like, and get like extra caps and stuff for them. Like this cap is a Concio mod cap. You know, I supported that modder and bought his cap for it. Fits on it perfectly. But like, listen, some groups will legitimately kick you out of their group for using clones. I get it. I get authentics when I can, but I'm not afraid to rock a clone, dude. Let's see. 0.28 on the Dizot. On the Dizot. I like to do this because this is what it says that they should amount to. 0.28. The glare is not my friend today, but hopefully you can see that. Yes. We are going to turn it up to about 25 watts, give it another quick little pulse. We should probably remember to refocus our camera. We're ready to rock. Let's get this wicked up. Kato is lying flat on his back over here, Tim. Some puppy wants the belly rubs. For ease of use, we're going to go FDH wicks. Clones are fine in my book, says Stephen L. Yeah. Listen, they get the job done. They get the job done. Yo, no offense to Vapeware mods. They make some fantastic tanks. But spending $300 on an RTA? Nah. I mean, I would like to support the modder, sure. But I would also prefer to pick up the clone for $30 before dropping that much. And even then, I'm not dropping $300 on a tank. I've spent $150 max is what I've spent on an atomizer that I really, really, really wanted. You know what I'm saying? But I've had Chinese RDAs that cost $20 to $30 that vape just as good as some other RDAs that have cost 3 times that. I'm pulling a little bit of this off of here. We're going to try to get some crackle. Now, I could wick this up with some Kendo Cotton or some Maviton X, and it would probably crackle a little better, but I don't care. I like my FDH wicks. I've been having excellent performance out of it. V8, what's up, dude? I spent whatever a Kennedy is. That's my max. Yeah, Kennedys are like $100. But I mean, some of that is you're getting like experience, customer service. Yeah, that's like paying $300 for an RVA and the clones are $30, and you can't tell the difference. Yeah, that Innova RTA vaped freaking beautiful, dude. All right, let's give this guy a snippety dip. Bam. Bam. We're going to fluff this up. And I made this mix for Tim and Cassie's, the AFL stream on Saturday. The strawberry lychee sorbet. I actually topped off the bottle. And we're going to be using this liquid tonight. The strawberry lychee sorbet. I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. It's nice, it's fruity, it's refreshing, it's summery. It's perfect for breaking in a brand new squonk bottle. Honestly, use the Fat Rabbit RTAs a lot, and they're fantastic. Hell yeah, dude. Just going to fluff that up a bit. Fluff. Clean that up. And the old up and in. Boop, 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 boop. Come on. Up and in. Bam. Bam. I remembered I had these guys and they've been a life changer. Because the other ones, they're really, really sharp and pokey, and the cotton like sticks to the end of it and always wants to pull things back out. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. She purty. All nice and purple. Let's get it juiced up. Where'd that bottle go? Here. No, that's not the right bottle. There it is. But my sturdy one is authentic, and I love this thing. But I won it on Facebook, and my tripod V2 I bought secondhand. See, I get a lot of stuff secondhand. Next week he's streaming. This week he's not. Yeah. Never Google shit V8 says. That's great. Steve-O needs a LED Pokeball build stand. No. Yeah, that's a good rule to follow. Never Google shit that V8 says. So I've got a couple options. Did I ever? Let me check something quick. Okay, good, I did. I was going to say, did I ever put the squonk pin in this guy? I did. All nice and juicy. You hear that? All right. So I've got a couple options. I'm going to put this on here to start with. Boom. I do have to get the squonk set up. I'm going to pull the camera out a tad just so we got better chances of seeing everything that we're doing here. I have to get the bottle out and filled. We'll probably have to adjust the 510, but let's get the bottle out. Boom. I've already rinsed this out. Let's get her filled up. That's the wrong bottle. What the heck? I got way too many bottles. I need to get them out of here. There we go. These are out of the way now. I keep grabbing the wrong one. Fill this guy with the strawberry lychee sorbet. It's kind of like a strawberry lychee lemonade, but it has like a very nice texture to it. The sorbet like texture to it on the exhale. Now, I was thinking the stainless steel would actually look pretty sick on this mod, but I have a black cap and I've got a couple different options for matchy match here. Let's get this guy on here. Got to angle it, and then I basically kind of got to get this guy and push up and in from the bottom. Boom. There we go. We're in. Boom. Now, I have this matching stainless steel beauty ring, right? Or I have black cap and some yellow accessories. And we could go black and yellow. Or we can go super clean black and stainless. I'm kind of leaning black and stainless, but the black and yellow is tempting. Squanchy from Rick and Morty build stand. Yo, that would be sick. Black and stainless. Yeah, I think you're right. We can literally just swap to black and yellow at any other time. I want to make sure that these parts of the internet they tell you to stay away from. I was there. V8 says black and yellow. So far, oh wow. We got 2 and 2, black and yellow. We can try both. A 3 for black and yellow. Let's see. Black and stainless. Black and stainless. That's 2. 3 for black and yellow. Baby blue and stainless steel isn't going to work. I don't have a blue cap or anything blue. Actually, I do have blue accessories, but we're not going blue. You know what? We're gonna do both. I'm gonna start with the black and stainless, and then we'll swap it around and see what the black and yellow looks like. I want to make sure that is up enough to fire. I've got a clear battery wrap, by the way. Darn it. Whoop. You got to bring this up a little bit more. All right. Now it needs to come back down a little more. Wait. That go up or down? Whoop, whoop. Because the beauty ring's spinning. This is the only downside to top adjustable. That'll work for now. What I want to do is I want to bend this guy down so the battery stays in. Now, that drip tip is kind of stubby. But look at that. Ooh, shiny and clean. You know what else I do have? Check this out. That's the drip tip that came with it. This is the drip tip from that Innova RTA. And I think it kind of looks pretty sick. Hold on. I need to buy some clear battery wraps. It's a little bit taller, and I think it looks kind of sick. Boom. Black and stainless. Let's rip on this for a bit, and then maybe we'll see the black and yellow afterwards. Yo, that looks freaking rad as hell. Let's come up top and vape this sucker. You hear that crackle? Woo wee! Sexy! All right, guys. There we go. Yeah, that drip tip is pretty cool. It gives you a little bit more height. Cheers. Squonk. My good Lord, that's tasty. See, what I was going to do was, we got this too. Those drip tips that they come with are a little kind of stubby. The yellow drip tip. Here's the black and yellow, what the black and yellow would look like. And then also, whoops. You know I come prepared. You can go black and yellow with the yellow battery too. Which one, V8? The black and yellow? Won't know for sure until it gets here, but it should be. It's the Vena clone. And then this is I remembered I had a stainless steel beauty ring from one of my Wicked RTAs. Yo, that's delicious. I've never had a lychee before that I enjoyed, and that sweet lychee lemonade from the new Wonder Flavors release. Whoo, man. Let's see how the black and yellow does. And hopefully that beauty ring will be the same height without having to change anything. This is a little bit more wider bore of a drip tip also. There we go. Oh yeah, that does look freaking sick, dude. Black and yellow, black and yellow. I do like the way that looks. I kind of like the clean look of the black and stainless a little bit. I saw a Vena clone on Ellie the other day. Should have grabbed it. Yeah, they still, I think, carry them on 3F. Squonk. I got to bend the contact back down a little bit. Hold on. There we go. Boom. It's also much easier to remove and put the battery in. Black and yellow wins hands down. All right. Compared to the original Mason, it's much more easy to remove and put the battery in than the original one. I know some people, they don't care for exposed batteries. I'm not always the biggest fan of exposed battery mods myself, but I really love the design of these Masons. There's only certain exposed battery designs that I like the Shift Plus. I'm really digging the matchy potential for exposed batteries. That black and yellow does look pretty freaking sick, doesn't it? Venaclones on Amazon UK. Change user profile to UK and search for RTA. No one likes a gatekeeper. Yeah. The rumbling of the crackle feels a little bit more satisfying with this drip tip. Yo, that's sick. Yo, I'm stoked I finally got this. Listen, the options are freaking endless. I could go blue drip tip, blue that, get a blue battery wrap. Whatever color the battery wrap is, match the beauty ring and drip tip with it. Or you can go all murdered out, go all black. That's also another option. We're not doing that tonight, though. I like exposed batteries. I just don't carry that. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Let's get ready to rumble. Really, really happy with how that freaking strawberry lychee sorbet turned out. I just mixed an extra 20 mils of this to top off the battle right before the bottle, right before the stream started. So the little bit of additional mouthfeel I was getting from the frozen yogurt, I kind of lost because um, I originally mixed it Saturday night, and after a couple days, that frozen yogurt was starting to thicken up a little bit. So it'll be another couple days before that thickens up again. But the profile is absolutely delicious. And this thing, I know some people they I've heard them say they don't like these Mod Dog 510s as much as they like resets. I did notice a little bit of voltage drop in the black Mod Dog. This one is an all stainless steel one, or silver or stainless steel. I'm getting just as good a performance out of this as I would any mech squonk with a reset 510. I also discovered, I swapped to the black button on my puff adder. This has the same 510, and if you can get like a little tool inside one of those holes there, that part actually loosens and tightens. And I realized the reason why I was getting a little bit of seepage in this was because that little wheel there needed to be tightened. And that's also where some of my voltage drop on this device was coming from, because I had to remove that part to swap out the button. So that solved that issue. Um, I'm getting just as good a performance out of these devices as any squonker with a Reset 510. And for anybody that doesn't know what a Reset 510 is, it's just a 510 that is bottom adjustable from the inside of the device. Hell yeah, guys. I am so stoked. I have been waiting for this for a long time. Let's take another look around this guy, because why not? Let's see. Can we go in a little closer? Boom. And then focus. There, there we go. Nah, that's too close now. There we go. Dang. That's looking sexy as hell with all that with the black and yellow. I am so stoked, dudes. So stoked. We still have one more thing to play with tonight, though. That's a nice squonk, Steve-O. Thank you, man. Yeah, and he's starting to make all aluminum versions of these soon, too. And he's doing matching beauty rings. So he's got stainless steel and brass beauty rings that have like the snake skin engraving on them, and some of the other engravings as well. For me, raspberry syrup doesn't vibe with cheesecake at all. Has uses, but not in that profile for me. I do agree. It's pretty freaking sweet, Steve. Thank you. Now you need a honeycomb juice for it? Yeah. Stop being a bad influence on me. And I kind of lucked out this time too. The DHL shipping from South Africa went down from the last time I bought a mod from him. The DHL shipping was only $40 this time. Still pretty pricey for shipping, but better than $60. So compared to some modders out there that are selling 3D printed mods for 200 something plus shipping, like 220, 230 plus shipping, this is in that same price range after shipping, and it's fully 5-axis CNC machined and laser engraved out of Delrin. And Delrin is a much more solid material than most 3D prints. So yeah, super stoked to finally have that set up. We got about 45 minutes left. I want to get this Stalk RTA built, and I kind of wanted to show some similarities here. Let's get this out of the way. Let's get a few of these things out of the way here. Those drip tips. Those drip tips can go in here because they're from all the Venas. That drip tip is a Citadel drip tip. Let's get those guys out of here. Put that there. Let's take a sip of coffee. Steve-O's squonks are all top tier badass mofos. I've got a lot of really nice squonks. I've got another bolt, a blue bolt coming next month as well. And then I really got to try to slow down on squonks. But once I get the blue bolt, I'll be at 20 mech squonks even. And that's a nice round number. Will I still be able to stop? I don't know. Time will tell. I do, at some point, need to try to use some restraint. I do. Where's Pacey? Why isn't she howling? She is taking a nap. Well, now she's looking at me. She's on the top perch of her cat tree over here. More RTAs. Yeah, we are going to do the Stalk RTA. Look at the presentation on this packaging. I just got to say, where is the kitty? Did you finally throw down with her? No. 20 squonks. Look at the presentation of this. This is pretty freaking cool. I will say, I don't. Hey, Frank Neal, yo yo. I don't have as many regulated devices for all these darn RTAs. I'm gonna have to take some of the RTAs and like get some extra 510 stands to be able to, you know, to store them in my cabinet when they're not being used. But I do want to show something interesting. This is actually just cotton in here. And then you've got your spare glass and spares all in here. I don't think it comes with any coils, but we're going to use a Duchess 26. I've got one out and ready. I kind of wanted to show something to you guys here. Check this out. I've heard a couple people say, when they say this is Republic of Vape, but I'm pretty sure Mike Vapes had something to do with this RTA because it is very, very similar to the Eclipse. And this isn't very, very similar to the Eclipse. Now, of course, I've got the bubble glass on here. The Eclipse is a tad shorter. But if you, I want to say it's kind of an upgrade from the Eclipse because check this out. Let's take this off. Look at that deck. All right. Get a load of like how the ring is and where like your wicking ports are and how shallow it is, right? The shape of these post stands, and then look at the eclipse. Now the eclipse, come on, is like postless style. So your leads go down into the bottom of that deck, and then you secure them with the grub screws through the airflow. They did it so you go from the top here, right? And then it's 3 large holes, except for when the eclipse is a big wall of honeycomb holes. But look at the similarities. They're extremely similar. Extremely similar. Now, another major difference, though, as you've probably seen the review, I'm not going to take it apart, but on the bottom of this deck here, you'll see there's those arrows, and then there's 3 dots, and then there's 2 dots, and then all the way over here, there's 1 dot. You can adjust how much airflow is coming in from the outside. But we're going to leave it wide open. I would say check out some of the reviews on this tank because I don't want to open it up. But on the inside, there's like a different whole amount of holes. You can close them off and open them back up and decide how restricted you want it to be when fully open. We're going to leave it fully open. Pretty interesting feature. The Riva is my favorite DNA mod. Oh, it also looks like a gear RTA deck with airflow on the sides. Okay. So what we got to do is we've got the Duchess coils. Oops. Triple 26 standard. 3 by 26 by 36, 5 wraps. We're going to take half a wrap off of that guy. And boom, boom, boom. And get that sucker installed. I need this. Let's see. I should be able to very bam. I'm just trying to get that one wrap kind of hold on a sec. I want to get this and I want to kind of pull on it to make sure that it doesn't lose, you know, its integrity. There we go. And we'll snip a little bit of that excess off. Take him out. Oh, I can't. Take him out. There we go. Bam. Ashley and my distress flag theme on Centaurus and Stormtrooper theme on the paranormal. Never tried a Duchess coil. Duchess coils crackle like yoga at the senior center. Yeah, I feel like the Hexome coils crackle the most rowdiest, but you know. Now, could I have added a half a wrap? Sure, I probably could have, but then I think it might have been a bit too wide. Can I get this one in here? No, I'm going to need a smaller flathead. I was attempting to be funny. Schmackle. Yeah, fail. Yeah, there we go. That's the right size right there. Let's see. Probably could go belly down, but I don't want to. I just kind of want to get those guys in there. This one is from one of the earlier batches when Dutchess first started coming back. It's actually a little wider than a 3mm, but I think we'll be okay. I realized that my camera wasn't even where it needed to be. Sorry, guys. Bam, there we go. Look at the airflow. It's belly down design. It is, but I was gonna pull it down. I don't like going belly down when I don't have to. I feel like I could just lower the coil. You know what I mean? Hold on, let's take a look at it. Yeah, then I gotta open those up. Hold on. Yeah, you're probably right, V8. We probably should go belly down. We probably should. Then we don't have to force the coil down any, super duper low. I was going to install it and just push down on it. I don't know. There's something about belly down that I'm not the biggest fan of. And that's part of it right there. You see what I mean? It's being a bitch about going in. There we go. No, it doesn't want to. No, I'm gonna do it the way that I was. I'm gonna go belly up and then push it down, because those sides of the walls make it difficult to maneuver the coil around. See, they make it difficult to kind of maneuver it around. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. There we go. I had it in place and then I had to go mess with it. There we go. There we go. And let's push. I thought about doing this, actually. Where are these guys? Pull. To pull it tight. To make sure that it's actually 3mm. Then tighten. Boom. Open this side up. And then pull it tight. To actually get it closer to a legit 3mm. There we go. Bam. And then push down. There we go. Mm. Bum, ba-dum, 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 bum, bum. Ba-da-da-dow. I think we're good. Buttered rum raisin RY4 sound tasty. Speaking of snakes, I just saw one earlier. Let's see. There we go. And then that airflow is still all coming in pretty close, kind of tagging the corner of the bottom of that coil, but mostly coming in underneath it. Yeah, I understand V8 what you were saying, belly down, because then the airflow is coming in and it's hitting more direct, like half of the side of that coil. We might be able to push it down a little bit more. I do understand that. And that might very well be the ideal placement for it. But it was like a pain in the ass to get the rod in and get it placed. I think there we go. That's gonna be nice. And let's get these snipped. Senior meet of faces. Face meet here. What's up, face meet? Oh yeah, he was talking about the butter rum raisin RY4. All right, let's see. And Dickie Mo. Oh man, that's tough. I need some better. There we go, Dickie Mo. Dickie Mo. Nope, not that time. This time we'll get it. Dickie Mo. Drop those excess and that's gonna have to snip a little bit more off. There we go. Make sure it clears that threading. Is it just me or is one side higher than the other? Is it? I can't really tell. It did kind of go a little wonk on me. Looks pretty straight even with the oops, come on, with how, like, gauging it with how level the top of the posts are. Ooh. Thank you. I always like to double check though, because that will drive me crazy later. One of the best damn juices was Michael Och's monkey bread, has a hint of raisin. Huh. This side I think needs to be cleaned up. No, was it that? No, maybe not. I think we're good. Let's get this sucker going. That's not the right one. That's not the right one. That's the right one. Let's make sure that we're tight all the way. I never checked my 510 pin either. It's a brand new RTA. Bum 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 bum. Just seemed like it was reading a tad high. But then I just realized something and I'm just going crazy. Yes. We're going to start this one at more like 20 watts. That took a little longer than I thought. Just dicking around with it. Where is this guy? I want to put this to the center. Getting hot spots on the insides of my coils tonight. I'm going to have to turn the heat up a bit. Go to about 25 watts. Where is this little guy? There we go. Hot spot on the inside of the coil. Didn't want to cooperate. Woo! Coming in at a 0.19. Beautiful. It's a little lower. A little lower than I thought, but I think I might put this on a mech, so that'll be perfect. I was thinking about putting her on a clutch. All right. I bet you're wondering how I knew. Let's see. Rock on. All right, let's get our 3mm cotton out this time. About your plans to make me blue. I got way too many tools right underneath where my frickin' arms need to be. Put it on a clutch or else. Yeah. I got an idea. I got an idea. Now, I know Dell was saying he was having a little bit of trouble with this one leaking on him. And that coil kind of went, damn it. That coil like shifted on me again. I want to bring that back over that way. There we go. There we go. All right. It was just too light on cotton. Yeah. That's why I went with a 3mm coil. Because you were saying too light on cotton. I know the Eclipse is like that too. You think that you want it to be like super like light on cotton, but you really need it to kind of be stuffed in there a little bit more than what you would think. But you just need them to be really short. This should be good. Oh man, I forgot. You know what? Let me grab another piece of cotton because I forgot this coil was a little bit wider than a true 3 millimeter. I pulled a little bit more off of it than I should have. There we go. We'll use that piece for something else. There we go. This will be good. Butter, rum, sweet brown sugar for sure. Tim just tried this custard and thought it was butter rum because it's so sweet. Maybe a little too sweet even, but dang, it's good. Can finally use cinnamon. Heck yeah, dude. I love to hear that. There we go. Beautiful. Perfect. Um, let's cut at the edge of the deck or at the edge of the bam. You just want it to kind of be short. And you don't really want to thin this guy out though, I'm guessing, right? Just kind of keep it short. Let's see. Because I'm tempted to kind of do like a diagonal cut on it. But I'm worried it's gonna do like that thing that the Eclipse does on me and leak. But if we get it in there, like so, nice and short, lay it in there softly, then hopefully that doesn't dry out on me instead. I think being so short should be good. I got a good feeling that it kind of wicks like the Eclipse. Let's see. Bam. So you got a tiny little bit of space underneath there for some liquid to flow underneath. It's nice and floofy on both sides. I didn't want to take any chances on thinning it out because when we built the Eclipse a few weeks ago or like a month ago or whatever, it was doing freaking gorgeous. But after I went to refill it like a second time, it pissed all over me in my mod. And then I spent a good chunk of time wiping liquid off the paranormal. Now, what liquid do we want to put in here? I'm not 100% sure. I did get some mango sublime out, but I'm getting a little low on it. I was thinking of kind of keeping it summery, either going Agent Arnie or mango sublime. Butter pecan versus butter brickle. I heard it through the grapevine. As build music background is working out. I don't know. I'm also tempted to go something somewhat desserty, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Go with mango. We will get more out to you. Well, I'm gonna order. I'm gonna place an order sometime soon-ish. You guys don't have to just send me more. I appreciate it. Um, Mango does sound great though. I've been wanting to try it in an RTA. Mango. Those triple 26s are chunky boys, man. I've gotten so used to using uh, smaller mass, like thinner gauge core coils. Let's see. Let's go to single. You hear that sound? Sounds like a crackle to me. Whoop whoop. Let's go. And hopefully this wicks. Otherwise, I'll be pulling it apart after the stream. Let me clean that up a little. It's pretty loose in there. Let's get this guy together. Boom. I want to grab something real quick here. Whoop. All right. Just to be safe, I'm going to close my airflow. Bam. Let's fill her up. That'll do for now. Let's see what happens when I open this guy up. Oh, whoa. That airflow ring just completely like slid off, and hold on. What the hell? Where's that coming from? That liquid was like coming from underneath there. Like it's coming out from that ring right there. What the heck? Was that me just being careless? Sounds like crackle to me, yeah. That airflow ring is weird, dude. It shouldn't just push down like that. Well, preliminary two tastes pretty good. This is what I was gonna do. I was gonna put it on this guy. Grimm's Vintage O-Rings? What? I was gonna throw it on this guy. So I was going to take this off. Pop a battery in. Boop. Hopefully go on here like that. Pop this guy off. And get a matchy drip tip on there. Boom. Blammo. Hopefully it serves me right. Let's give it a shot. Because I think it's gonna look pretty slick on here. Hope everyone's having a great Monday. Hell yeah, Dub. Gotta go. New kit and snuggle time. Awesome, man. Have a good night. Looks great on the clutch. Oh man, I missed the whole stream. Grim, what's up? Well, you're just in time for us to see how the stock does on the clutch. I'm hoping that my wicking isn't too stuffed. But here we go. Loaded up with Mango Sublime. We got a Duchess Coils triple 26 on the inside, giving us some crackle. That feels pretty saturated to me. I don't see any bubbles, but it also doesn't seem like it's going dry. Wow. I do like running RTAs on the clutch. I think they look freaking sick, dude. Just remember the golden rule, don't look up shit V8 says. Yeah, that's a great golden rule. There's a bubble. There's a bubble. Woo! It's a little bit rowdy of a build for this RTA, but fully wide open. It's just right. There's definitely that throatiness coming through because of the cotton break-in, but that always goes away after a little bit. That was a big bubble. Also, Grim, while you're here, yes, you did miss. Sounds like a rowdy build. It is. It's just a regular triple 26. We took a half a wrap off. You did miss us setting up the new squonk. The DMD mods Mason M with the Vena RDA clone on top. We decided to go black and yellow, black and yellow. Got the yellow battery wrap, the yellow accessories. We did originally have this stainless cap and a clear battery wrap on it, which looks super clean also. But I think we voted black and yellow. Look at the snakeskin pattern on this guy, dude. Hold on. Is it gonna? No, the focus doesn't wanna. The focus doesn't want to focus. Come on. There we go. Look at the snakeskin pattern on that guy. Whoo-wee! That's all nice and crackly also. Got to give that a squonk. Nice and tropical theme tonight, because we got a strawberry lychee sorbet. Yeah, focus, you fuck. Strawberry lychee sorbet that I just whipped up over the weekend. And then the mango sublime. That the crackles when you go like that, but when the airflow kicks in, the crackle is starting to to go away a little bit. And sometimes that has to do with the amount of saturation that the coil is bringing in. But it's vaping great. We're getting bubbles. Seems to be wicking. Maybe we could play with the wicking a little bit more next try. But at first try, super duper sexy. So there we go. Oh, there's a coil lead. Here, let's put that in the jar. So these are our guys for the night. Boom. Oh, too far. Boom. There we go. Not a bad little lineup for a Monday night. And then, of course, we add that to this. This guy's got to get re-wicked. But this is the other guy that we started out with tonight. So there we have it. We wicked it. We kicked it. Now we enjoy them. But unfortunately, we are out of time. That black and yellow looks sick. Yeah, doesn't it, dude? The stainless steel and black look pretty good too. But I like the feel of this drip tip better than the black one that we had on there. Plus, it's a little taller. Pendulum coils NI90 firecracker. Double wicked and kicked. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, super, super happy with these guys. I almost was considering saving this one for Thursday, but I'm glad we were able to get to both of them. I only had a couple things in my lineup at the top of the stream tonight. Black and yellow is so sick. Yeah, thanks, man. I have been waiting for an opportunity to bust this beauty ring and drip tip out. And when when he asked me what color mod I wanted, it occurred to me that I don't have any squonks that are just plain black. And obviously it's not plain because of the engraving, but I didn't have any that were just plain black without like any other colors in them. And it's freaking perfect. Yeah, you could put any color accessories and then match it with the battery wrap, and you're good to go with any color. Toxic yellow for that snake? Yeah, that would be sick. It's freaking perfect. Yeah, thank you, man. And then we had to put the RTA on the clutch. I'll have to find a stand for this RTA for vaping, but I already got one RTA for vaping in rotation, so that one can go off to the side somewhere. I never give 10 out of 10, but that setup gets a 10 out of 10. Dude, thank you, man. That's awesome. After your procedure, Grim, just tell people you were abducted by aliens. Yeah, there you go. Well, Grim, I'm happy you were at least able to make it and see what we did play around with tonight. It's 9:30 though, and the dopamine dump is starting. I want to be respectful, and you guys still want to hang out, you can head on over to Twitch for the dopamine dump. But don't fear, there is more Wickin It and Kickin It action this week. Because Grim is not doing the vlog on Thursday, we are going to do a special Thursday night Wickin It and Kickin It. So Grim, if you're hanging out and recovering from your procedure, you can come hang out here on Thursday night instead of having to run your own vlog. You can just come and hang out with us. But until then, keep it cloudy, guys. That's going to do it for tonight. You guys can throw whatever hashtags you want into the chat. I like to throw them up on screen. And we're going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys for always coming, hanging out, making a guy feel super freaking loved. Always appreciate all the love and support towards JMW Premium. And don't forget to check out all of our other friends and all of their stuff as well. It's an awesome community full of people making amazing stuffs. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I think Grim is still doing a vape fiddle, if I'm not mistaken. If not, I'll see you in one of the many other things that we all get together and do throughout the week. But yeah, we gonna get out of here. Thank you as always for wicking it and kicking it with me. We are JMW. Peace. It's not working. Dangle clack. Let's try that again. Thank you for wicking it and kicking it with me. We're still JMW. Good night.